Hello everyone, welcome back to Simplify Studies. Today we are going to learn about question tags. Question tags are part of grammar and we should know what question tags are. So, without further delay, let's start today's session with an example. Here's a classroom. In this class, the teacher is talking to the class about Tanishka, who has made a beautiful painting. The teacher says, "She has made a beautiful painting, hasn't she?" And almost everybody says, "Yes, ma'am, she has." When the teacher announced a prize for Tanishka, Suhani says, "We are proud of her, aren't we?" And the class says, "Yes, we are." Then the teacher asked Anushka, "You haven't learned painting in any school, have you?" And Tanishka says, "No, ma'am, I haven't." Now, look at these three sentences. The first sentence is, "She has made a beautiful painting, hasn't she?" The second sentence is, "We are proud of her, aren't we?" And the third sentence says, "You haven't learnt painting in any school, have you?" Each of these sentences has two parts. A statement, that is, "She has made a beautiful painting," and a short question, "Hasn't she?" The short question has been tagged onto the statement, so it is called a question tag. Now, the question is, why do we use question tags? Well, in response to the question tag, "Hasn't she?" the children say, "Yes, ma'am, she has." It means that the children confirm what the teacher says. Similarly, when the teacher says, "You haven't learnt painting in any school, have you?" then Tanishka confirms that she hasn't. In informal English, a short question is placed at the end of a statement. In short, a question tag is used for confirmation, certainty, or surety. Now, let us understand how to form question tags. Here, I have taken the same example. The example is, "She has made a beautiful painting, hasn't she?" Here, the question tag consists of two words, "hasn't she?" It has the same subject as the main statement, that is, she. We can use a pronoun of the same person as the subject in question tag. See, in the main statement, has is the auxiliary verb and made is the main verb. So, whenever we have an auxiliary verb in the main sentence, the auxiliary verb is repeated in the question tag. But remember that if the statement is positive, the question tag is negative. If the statement is negative, the question tag is positive. See, our statement was, "She has made a beautiful painting." So in question tag, has will become hasn't and the subject will remain same, that is she. Hasn't she? But remember, if the main sentence does not have any auxiliary verb, we use do, does, did in the question tag. For example, "She won the first prize, didn't she?" Here, "won" is the main verb. So, there's no auxiliary verb. So, we will use didn't she. Always remember that we use did with past tense, and with present tense we use does or do. Do we use for plural forms like I, we, you, they, and does we use with singular forms like he, she, it, etc. And also remember that in negative question tags, we usually use short forms of the negatives. For example, haven't, aren't, etc. Let us see few more examples to understand this one clearly. First sentence is, "Mrunmay is proud, isn't she?" Second sentence is, "You will give me your notes, won't you?" Third sentence is, "He learnt painting in France, didn't he?" Fourth says, "Mukul drives smoothly, doesn't he?" Next sentence says, "They cannot come so early, can they?" Next sentence is, it is not fair to leave him behind, is it? Then we have, she does not tell lies, does she? Then we have, I don't owe you any money, do I? Now, let us understand how to form question tags when the sentence starts with I am. The sentence here is, I am right. So, the question tag will be, aren't I? Next, we have imperative sentences, or you can say command statements. Okay. For example, please come in. So, the question tag will be, won't you? It can be won't you or will you. Both will do. The other sentence says, post this letter on your way to the post office. Will you? But after negative commands, we use will you. For example, don't forget to wake me up. Will you? Now, let us understand how to form question tags when we have letters in a sentence. The first sentence is, let us sit in the sun. So, with letters, we always use shall we. Okay, so the second sentence is, let us wait for the rain to stop. So, again, we will use shall we. Well, as always, here are few exceptions which don't follow above rules. With verbs like is, am, was, were, do, does, did, whether they are the auxiliary verbs or the main verbs, the question tag will always be formed with is, are, was, were, do, does, did only. Only in case of has, had, have, we use do, does, or did. Following a few examples, please go through it properly so that you will understand it very clearly. The first sentence is, I'm not busy, am I? The second says, he isn't here, is he? Am I late, aren't I? He was present, wasn't he? And so on. Please go through it properly. Now, let us quickly revise whatever we have studied about question tags till now. With positive statement, we use negative question tag. With negative statement, we use positive question tag. And no change of tenses. Then auxiliary in a statement, then auxiliary is repeated in the tag. If there's no auxiliary, we use do, does, did in the tag. And with I am, we use the tag aren't I. With positive commands, we can use will you or won't you. With negative commands, we will use will you. With letters, we use shall we. So that's all I have for you today. And do play the Kahoot quiz or the Google Form quiz, whatever you like. The link of the same is given in the description box. Bye bye and have a good